Those persons, those names that you mentioned, I do not know them. Yung mga drivers, yung mga,
Drivers.
hindi ko kilala. I don't even know one of them. All right, and I deny vehemently that I received kickback on 30%. I deny that vehemently.
Okay.
And lahat yung mga sinasabi ng Bryce Hernandez during the House hearing yesterday, wala naman siyang ebidensya. That is that is plain and pure hearsay.
Now, Senator, let's start first with this, in 2025, did you recommend projects in Hagonoy and Malolos worth 355 million? Because
No,
you did, the records would bear that.
No, I did not. In fact, those projects that he mentioned are already in the GAA, the General Appropriations Act of 2025. They can see it. It is a public document.
But did you recommend it?
No,
Or
no,
you
no.
the one
No. I never recommended.
sa Hagonoy and Malolos?
Yes. No. I never recommended. I never inserted. Walang insertion sa amin.
Kasi nakita nyo naman si Congressman Toby Tiangco, nahanap niya na yung bawat distrito, eto recommended by Zaldico, recommended. Sa Senado ba, paano ba kayo nagre-recommend ng proyekto?
Well, wala kaming nire-recommend. Actually, we can amend. Pwede kaming mag-amend. For example, ako po, I was a vice chairman of the Committee on Finance and I handled the budgets of MTRCB, FDCP, and Human Rights. Ako yung nag-handle ng mga government agencies na yan. So yung FDCP, halimbawa, they needed 10 million pesos para sa, or 20 million pesos para sa archives, para magkaroon sila ng archives ng mga lumang pelikula natin. So I recommended to the Finance Committee na dagdagan ng budget ng FDCP. Ganun lang naman yan.
Okay. Now, clearly, you know District Engineer Henry Alcantara, right? You have photos with him.
Yes.
Number one, on your birthday in Soler, was he invited?
First of all, the picture that was shown in public was not on my birthday.
Eto,
He was
we're
lying.
showing now on screen, yung naka-selfie kayong dalawa. Birthday mo ba to, sir?
Saan? Hindi ko nakikita eh.
Okay, all right. Well,
Was I wearing a red jacket?
Yes, a red
Okay,
jacket.
that was not on my birthday because nung birthday ko, my 60th birthday, nakasuit ako. Okay? I remember vividly, I was wearing a suit, not a red jacket.
So, kailan po ito, Senator? Do you remember?
Well, sa dami ng mga events, I cannot recall. Maybe pwedeng victory party ko yan, pwedeng oath-taking ko yan nung when I just won as a senator. But be that
Why would
as
he
it may,
be there? Senator, why would the DPWH District Engineer
I
be there?
invited, alam mo naman tayo mga Pilipino, mahilig tayo sa mga sabit. No? Siguro kilala niyo yung mga ibang kaibigan ko, siguro sumabit siya and I don't even know him and gusto magpa-picture sa akin, wala naman akong tinatanggihan pag meron gusto magpa-picture taking sa akin. Alam naman, tanungin ko siya, sino ka? Drug lord ka ba? Gambling lord ka ba? I wouldn't have asked those questions, di ba?
Okay.
Remember, we are public figures. Kahit sino pwede magpakuha ng picture sa atin.
There's another photo that was shown in Congress. Nakabarong ka doon, I believe, and Alcantara was beside you. Can we show that photo?
Edited yun eh.
I think I saw that pic. I cannot see it on
Yeah.
screen.
Tingnan mo yung
I
arm.
think kasama dyan si Secretary Laguesma.
Ito,
Yes.
edited
Am I
ata.
correct?
Yes, yes.
Because I saw that yesterday. No, I think that was my oath taking wherein I invited some of our cabinet officials.
But once again, the district engineer is there. For somebody you don't know, why would he be in your oath taking or a victory party? You get me? Why would
Yeah.
Why would the level of a district engineer be there and him specifically?
Maybe he was accompanied by the former city engineer of Manila when my father was mayor, si Engineer Robert Bernardo. Maybe Engineer Bernard tagged him along because I heard that he was the deputy city engineer, the assistant city engineer of the city of Manila when my father was mayor of Manila.
Okay, because Hernandez claims that it is Alcantara who directly coordinates with politicians. So it's Alcantara who, if this bears any weight, will coordinate with you or Joel Villanueva. Parang ganun yun eh. Because he's the boss.
When
Boss
asked
Hernandez Alcantara.
when asked by certain congressmen yesterday during the hearing, I think si Congressman Adyo or Congressman Joel Chu asked him if indeed it was true that he was talking to politicians, namely myself and Senator Joel Villanueva. District Engineer Alcantara denied it because I never had any dealings with them. My God, maybe alam mo Karen, wag sana nilang ilihis ang issue. Just to save his skin, ang totoong issue rito, ang mga ghost projects, ang korupsyon na nangyayari sa TPWH. Huwag nilang ilihis ang issue. Sana kung magbintang sila sa akin, magbintang sila sa ibang senador o sa mga congressman, they have to show proof or pieces of evidence that
Parang ang nangyayari ngayon dito is yung mga tumanggap. Ang issue dito yung ghost project, flood control.
would really
Pero ngayon
link
nalilis
us
na nga.
to corruption. You know, Karen, among all of us senators, I'm the most vulnerable because of the past issues
Yeah.
that I've had. No, but please, naman, it is unfair for me to connect my past issues today. Alam mo, marami na nga nagwa-warning sa akin. If I continue being an active participant in the Blue Ribbon Committee, I am an easy target. Pero sabi ko naman, I will do my job as a senator. I would want to ferret out the truth during these committee hearings.
Senator, magandang binanggit mo yan. Bakit ka dapat pagkatiwalaan ng tao? At bakit di dapat sila maniwala dito given
Ako, I mean, itong si Senator Jinggoy, there were times na hindi ko siya nagugustuhan. But I do believe na malinis siya dito sa ano. Tama siya. Kung ano yung past niya, nagbabago naman, ganun. Makikita natin eh. Kaya ang sa akin din nakikita ko, the way he conducts investigations, questions, preliminaries, or whatever na parang interrogate siya, base kasi sa kanyang naranasan, base sa kanyang past. So alam niya kung paano hulihin yung mga kurap, mga sinungaling. But tama siya, he is the most vulnerable, madaling pagbintangan dahil sa kanyang history. But I do believe in his sincerity na malinis siya dito eh. Yung mga ginagawa nila dyan, gusto nilang, sabi nga, nahuli nga ni Senator Marcoleta na dapat magpangalan kayo ng senador ngayong araw na ito. Kung hindi, makokontem kayo.
little bit of history, yes, you were charged with plunder with the Napoles case, but you were acquitted with that, but you were convicted of bribery, right? Tama
Yes,
po
and
ito.
acquitted na rin ako sa bribery.
Okay, so acquitted ka na sa bribery. So may punto ka eh. Vulnerable ka sa mga dating issues. Pero bakit dapat kapag katiwala ng tao, sasabihin ng tao, nagawa na yan, nakasuhan na yan ang ganyan nun eh. Ganyan siya talaga. Anong sagot mo doon, Senator?
Well, pinagkatiwalaan niyo ako noong 2025. So I feel vindicated when I won during the last elections at gagawin ko pa rin ang trabaho ko bilang inyong senador. Okay? Kung kinakailangan ko araw-araw mag-attend ng Senate hearing sa Senate Blue Ribbon Committee, gagawin at gagawin ko, mag-iimbestiga pa rin ako, mag-iimbestiga hanggat malaman natin ang buong katotohanan.
Oo. So, Senator, under Senator Ping Lacson, you will be attending the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee. Ipapatawag niyo ba ulit si Engineer Hernandez at si Alcantara? All the names mentioned in the House. Kasi ang nangyari, they were in the Senate, walang sinabit na senador. When they were in the House, puro naman senador ang sinabit. It's like
Wala yung mga
palitan ng
Congress.
allegation. You understand? Nung sa Senate, puro congressman ang sinabit. Nung dito naman sa House, puro naman senador na ang sinabit. Will you be
Natawa tuloy si
calling them
Jinggoy.
back?
Yes, if I were to be followed, because I'm not the chairman of the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee, I want their presence there. I want to confront Bryce Hernandez eye to eye, and it's up to the public to determine who is telling the truth. And I challenge him, as I said in my press conference yesterday, I challenge
Huwag
him
kang
to
magtago.
a lie detector test in public, in order for the public to know who's telling the truth.
Okay, nakita niyo yung ipinakita ni Engineer Hernandez, ni Bryce Hernandez sa lower house, yung pera, the cash that was in the office, no, sa DPWH, yung opisina niya, that supposedly Alcantara, that kumbaga yun ang hinihiwalay-hiwalay nila pambigay. Did you see that photo?
I saw that photo. I saw that photo.
Okay, what is your reaction with that photo?
Remember when I asked Sally Santos, the owner of Sims Construction, she delivered 245 million in one day
Yeah.
sa office ni Engineer Bryce Hernandez. That could be it. For me, that could be it. So, tinanong ko kay Sally Santos, yung may-ari ng Sims, how many times have you delivered bulk of money kay Bryce Hernandez? Several times daw. Tinanong ko kung umaabot ba ng 1 bilyon sa 3 taon na yon. From 2022 up to 2025, sinabi niya, yes, she answered in the affirmative. So, I presume na more than 1 billion ang naidi-deliver na nung Sally Santos sa office
Grabe.
ni Bryce Hernandez.
Oo.
And wait, if you heard the privileged speech of Senator Lacson yesterday
Yeah.
regarding his gambling behavior, he goes to the casino, nagpapatalo siya ng 400 million pesos.
A day.
Imagine, Karen,
Yeah.
how can an assistant district engineer, paano siya magpapatalo ng 400 million pesos? And he owns a lot of luxury cars, Lamborghini, Ferrari, and he goes to the office using these luxury cars. Ang kapal talaga ng mukha niya.
Is there a way to investigate? There are reports that I'm reading from the media that supposedly he has a house in Forbes Park, but
Well,
under a different company name.
Well, I do not know. I'm not privy to it, but we will have
Grabe.
to investigate it
Parang
if
barya
indeed
lang.
he has a house in Forbes Park. But siguro kayang-kaya niyan kung magpapatalo siya ng 400 plus million sa iba't ibang casino. Alam mo, pwede rin siyang kasuhan ng money laundering. You know why? Pag pupunta daw siya sa casino, okay, magdideposito siya ng 10 million pesos halimbawa. Halimbawa lang 10 million pesos. Pag manalo siya o matalo siya ng konti, i-withdraw niya lahat yun. Okay, i-withdraw niya lahat yun sa kahera sa casino at i-declare niyang winnings. That is money laundering.
Nilabahan.
Okay.
Yan ang ginagawa. Kaya na-ban yan sa one of the casino, balita ko sa Resort World. Kaya sinungaling yan nung tinanong ko bakit siya na-ban sa Resort World, sa casino. Sabi niya lagi raw siyang nananalo. And that is not true. Lagi siyang natatalo dun sa
Nilalaban
Resort
niya
World.
lang sa casino.
Okay, now we don't have enough time. I want to move the topic a bit because clearly there'll be another Senate Blue Ribbon Committee hearing. Anong petsa po yun? September?
I do not know. This afternoon, magkakaroon na tayo ng reorganization. Baka
I was watching the hearing, and at one point, nawala ka sa hearing. Right? So you
Yeah.
have netizens asking, nasa na si Senator Jinggoy? Nasa na siya? What happened
Nag-walk out
behind
daw?
the scenes? Why did you leave the hearing?
No, when
Nangyari doon?
the
Ano
reason
nangyari?
why no the reason why I stood up is because I couldn't stand the joke of Senator Marcoleta.
Nainis ka sa kanya.
Oh,
Okay.
medyo nainis lang.
Oo.
Nag-cool off lang ako. Tsaka naman, hindi
Okay.
naman ako nag-walk out. Bumalik naman ako sa sa hearing.
Oo, yung pala yun. Akala ng ilan, you were handling the Senate coup backstage. Now,
No,
okay,
no, no,
ito
no.
quickly, now that it can be told, did you know it was happening?
No. No, no, no. No, I never knew that it was happening. I
Kung alam niya, bakit siya sumali sa minority, di ba?
only knew nung I only knew nung umalis din ako nung when I
Grabe pala, no? Talagang nabakdor ang Senado dito. Under the table ang Senate ko
when
na
I
So
went
that,
to the Senate lounge.
grabe.
When I
Immediately after may pinangalan ng mga congressman at Zaldico,
called
palitan.
the Senate President Escudero. So what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? And sabi ni Senate President Cheese sa akin, they already have the numbers. So it came to me as a big surprise. Sabi ko lang sa sarili ko, it happens. I've been a witness to a lot of leadership changes.
yeah.
So yeah, we cannot do anything about it anymore.
Oo. And you
They have the numbers already. Ibig sabihin talagang
all
underground.
stayed with a minority, right?
Yes.
Now,
Siyam
nag-stay,
kami.
siyam kayo.
I
Oo.
think this is, for me, sa tagal ko dyan sa Senate, I think this is the biggest number for the
I was gonna
minority,
oo.
Nine,
Yeah. 9.
Yeah, so,
So does
Minority
that
lagi sila Rizan Tiberos, Coco Pimentel, sila lang. Tatlo.
put Senate President Tito Soto's leadership medyo in a fragile position because the minority is 9?
no, well, remember Senator Pia is there, with the
Majority.
majority, no? It's marami